Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of the Lift and Shine podcast. This is your host, Coach C. And on today's topic, fear. Fear, not fear of failure. We're going to talk a little bit about fear of success and the subconscious mind, how the subconscious mind affects your weight loss and your fitness journey. And also, we're going to talk about a little bit navigating through weight loss. And I also have some announcement that I want to make that we are having a free challenge at the end of December. So if you are interested, shoot me a message with the word Christmas. And I will personally send you the form to fill out. I'm only taking on 10 women that want to change. So free 4-day challenge after Christmas, so you can have that little reset right before the new year. All right, so let's dive into fear of success. Oh, wait, one last thing. I was going to say it to the end, but I'm going to say it now. I am having a Level Up and Shine retreat, March 1st to 5th. My clients are first come, first serve basis. I'm only selling 6 tickets. Now, if somebody is listening to me right now and you've been wanting to come to one of the retreats, now is your time until December 31st. The tickets are $1,000 off. I'm so grateful that I have a sponsor here who has been just so grateful, just so kind to help with the retreat. So if you are interested in a life transformational journey, and it's not just a retreat of yoga, meditation, and Zen, it's about releasing what no longer serves you, which we're going to dive in right now after we talk about why fear of success shows up, especially in weight loss. We talk about fear of the unknown, right? The fear of failing, of getting into a workout plan, a diet program, whatever you want to call it. And you're afraid. You're afraid to fail one more time. I've been there. But the fear of success also shows up. And I was talking to an individual on social media, and one of you ladies, grateful that you opened up to me, thank you, about she's afraid of fear of success. And it goes back to past trauma, self-limiting beliefs. So fear of success is often quieter than fear of failure, because success brings change, right? Attention, expectations, identity shifts. Your identity will shift when you are on this fitness journey. You will no longer be this person that resorts to food when you're emotional. You're no longer going to be that person that binge watches Netflix all weekend long, right? So you're going to change, and that's fear. What happens? So with weight loss, success can trigger some thoughts like, who will I be if I actually can do this? What if I can't maintain it? What if I lose it and then I gain it back? Like, I've been there. I've lost it and I gained it back, right? What's going to happen? Are people going to judge me or maybe expect more from me? Or at the Christmas dinner table, are people going to look at me and think I'm crazy? Or, oh, she's just doing another diet program and it's not going to work, right? What are people going to think if you succeed, if you're actually putting in the work? The brain's job is for you. The brain's job is to keep you safe, not successful. That is why a lot of people are stuck in jobs that they hate, in relationships that they're not happy in, and they're stuck in their body that they're in because their brain and their body is used to safety, not success, not being successful. You're used to the comfort zone, right? So if success once led to stress, criticism, or loss, the body remembers it. What if I succeed in this? What happens next? A lot of people are going to ask me for more things, right? Same with the business as an entrepreneur, the success of business. Are people going to love me for me or the success of the business, right? So this goes back to your nervous system. If your nervous system associates success with danger, it will only slow you down subtly. So think of your nervous system as the motor, the center, everything that you need in order to lose weight. So you have to put your nervous system in a balanced state in order to lose weight. But if it feels danger and uncomfortable, then it's not gonna it's not going to be safe. And therefore, your body's resisting that weight loss. Does that make sense? So if you've ever had the fear of success, know that it's normal. And some of us have it without even knowing. What if, right? What if I fail? What if I fail? But in your subconsciousness, there's that thought of, what if I succeed? Is my husband going to still love me if I succeed? Am I still going to be attracted to my overweight husband if I succeed, right? It's the fear. What are people going to think? That fear of success. And it's time for you to release that. Release the fear of success and knowing that you are worthy of success. You are worthy of a weight loss journey that's successful. You are so worthy and capable of getting there. All of these fears are actually holding you back from truly shining your light and becoming the person you were meant to be. All right. That's the first point I wanted to touch base on. And I really resonate with that. When I picked up myself from Toronto as a teacher and started my business, I feared success. And when business was doing amazing, I feared that my friends didn't actually want me for me and they wanted me for the success, right? Or people didn't actually like me and they want, right? So it's the fear. But you need to know, and I had the ups and downs in my business the past 5 years. In 5 years I've been doing this, it's the ups and downs and knowing your worth, knowing that you're worthy of success, knowing that you are capable of it, and knowing that your identity will shift, and be okay with an identity shift. Be okay with being different, silencing the noise. So that was my first one that I really want to touch base on, because we talked about that in one of my coaching calls this morning. And and somebody else had mentioned to me on social media. And again, those are open up to me on social media. Please know I'm so grateful and honored that you have a safe space here to talk about these things. And as I mentioned with my group coaching call yesterday to my clients, is one, being awareness of what that fear is. What's your fear? Why don't you want to join a fitness coaching program? The fear of success, the fear of failure, the fear of not being good enough, right? So the second point I want to talk about, and I've been reading this book about your subconsciousness and about your consciousness and how it works. And something that I grasped that really hit hard is that, and I tell my clients to do affirmations, right? So many people jumped straight to affirmations. I am confident. I am beautiful. I lose weight easily. I am disciplined. I am strong, right? Who here writes affirmations every single morning? Who says affirmations out loud? And it's a great way to start. But if the subconsciousness holds on to unresolved experiences, affirmations can actually backfire. So if you're someone that's been constantly showing up every single day, writing in your book these affirmations, but you're not feeling it, let's go to step one, because that's step two. Step one is figuring out what's really going on. What past trauma have you dealt with that you need to let go of in order to truly believe that you can do it, that you are beautiful, that you are healthy, in order to get those results? Because the subconscious, may respond with self-sabotage, procrastination, who's been there, emotional eating, who's been there, all or nothing thinking, who's been there, right here. So understand that if your subconscious learned that being smaller equals being judged or unsafe, affirmations like I love my body can actually trigger resistance instead of belief. So if you're constantly telling yourself I'm beautiful, but in the past you had a past trauma of something, people have been telling you that you are not beautiful, or you've been told things when you were younger. For example, for me, I was bullied when I was younger. I didn't speak the language. I used to eat my lunch in the bathroom. I was that kid. And it took me a very, very long time to find myself beautiful, because I used to be made fun of because I'm tall. And I'm sure a lot of women have dealt with that growing up. And unfortunately, that belief is still there in your subconsciousness without even you knowing. So one practice that I would love for you to do is sit in by yourself in a quiet area, close your eyes, and just visualize your past self, that child, that little girl inside of you that was told these things that aren't true. And see her and hold her hand, hug her, and tell her that everything's going to be okay, that she is beautiful, that she is powerful, that she is strong. So, in order to truly believe these affirmations, you have to release any past self-limiting beliefs, past traumas. Now, releasing past experiences before programming, I want to talk a little bit more about that, because before laying any affirmations, like I mentioned, we have to create space. So I'm going to give you a couple questions, and this is your little takeaway. Couple questions, and I want you to answer them, journal them out, shoot me a message, let me know. I want you to ask yourself, when in my life did I feel punished, judged, or unsafe for standing out? When in my life did I feel punished, judged, or unsafe for standing out? Next question. When did success feel heavy instead of freeing? Right? You let's say you're running a business. The more, what do they say? More money, more problems. That was me at one point. And I crashed. And it was a lot to take. So I've stepped back a bit. And I'm just flowing. And I've never been so happy. So success, again, looks different to everybody else, right? But maybe you've had an experience in the past where, let's say back in school, you kept getting A's in school and your mom and your dad just like, yeah, go. And when you got a B plus, it's like, oh, it could have been an A. It's like, oh, now I don't want to be successful because then they're expecting so much from me. And the other question I want to ask you, what does my body associate with being leaner or visible? What is it associated with? What do you associate a successful weight loss with? It may be leaving some friends behind that no longer are in alignment with your goals and who you are meant to be. Maybe it's saying goodbye to your partner because your partner drinks and smokes cigarettes and you're there at the gym working out and being healthy. That was me. I had to say goodbye to an ex because of that. I changed, I evolved, and I had to let go. So that was success, right? It's just, and success at one point too in your weight loss, you might find yourself being lonely. It can be a lonely road, especially when you're between the losing weight success, like you're losing people, but you have no idea the amount of beautiful souls you're about to meet that are more in alignment with you. So I'm not talking about reliving trauma. It's about acknowledging it so your body no longer has to protect you from it. So let's do a little practice like I mentioned to you, is closing your eyes and seeing that past self of yours and just telling her that she is beautiful, that she is loved. And if people were bullying you in the past, what I do is I close my eyes and I just send them love. Just send them love. They're hurting, not you. They are hurting, so they're projecting their hate onto you. So another practice, I want you all right now that's listening, place one hand on your chest, and I want you to breathe slowly. Breathe in and breathe out. And say silently, that was then, I am safe now. And let the body feel that message, not just hear it. And sometimes we have to say it again and again and again, and that's okay, until you truly feel that safety inside of you. That was then, I am safe now. Now, if you're live right now, I see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Let's talk about the holidays. Who's having some fun this holiday season? Before I even dive into the holidays, I want you to have fun. Have fun. Release, let go. Don't think about work. If you're off, Just enjoy yourself with people and your family, because the holidays are emotionally loaded. Family dynamics, food memories, right? All that old identities. So if you approach the season with restriction and pressure, your subconscious will rebel. So I want you to shift the goal this holidays from perfect to regulated, from an all or nothing to consistent and grounded. Because when you're consistent, that's when you're going to see the results. And this holiday season, have fun, release stress, focus on daily non-negotiables, movement, protein, water, emotional awareness before eating. Are you eating because you're stressed out or sad? Maybe some people are very sad during the holidays. I used to be that person. Have that emotional awareness of how you feel before you start eating your food. And progress without punishment. Progress without punishment. Don't punish yourself if you had a Christmas cookie. Don't punish yourself if you had a couple extra drinks. You didn't put weight overnight over one bad meal, right? You put on weight because of months and years of poor eating habits. So I truly want you this Christmas, and we said this in the group coaching call today, we just, all of us, one thing that we're going to do every single day that's going to help us with our goal. One thing that we're going to release from and what we're changing instead. So for example, for me, this is me. Let me be honest here. I'm going to share some honesty from my end. As a fitness trainer, online entrepreneur, I work my butt off. And sometimes I'm lazy and I don't feel like cooking. So sometimes I just I have my protein ice cream, a shake, and oats. And I told myself, no, I'm worthy of a wholesome meal. I'm worthy of nutritional foods. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm really focusing on nourishing my mind, body, and soul with foods, wholesome foods like chicken. I was going to say ground turkey, but we don't have that here in Mexico. God, I miss that. Lean ground beef, like actual foods and not just shakes, okay? I don't have shakes all day long. I'm not saying this, but sometimes I just get lazy. And at the end of the night, I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything. So I just have my protein ice cream with a bowl of oats. I'm like, oh, balance, right? Carbs, healthy fats, and protein. So that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? What are you releasing from? And what are you going to replace it with so you can truly get into your best version of yourself when you wake up on January 1st? All right. So now I want to, going back to the affirmation, I hope you got some value for this for the holidays. And I want to reintroduce affirmations after safety is built. So we've worked on that. All right. Once the nervous system calms, affirmations land differently. You'll not only write down, I am beautiful, you'll actually feel it. So use affirmations that signal safety and not force it. So for examples, and I want you to write this down in your journal or write it down in the live when you're listening right now. It is safe for me to succeed. My body trusts me. I can move forward without rushing. I don't have to struggle to change. That's another one, because when success happens, you feel like you have to do more. No, it's not. You become happier. Success, when you're successful in your health journey, fitness journey, your life will change right before your eyes. And I'm proof of that. I used to be a drunk. I used to be depressed. I used to take Adderall for my ADHD all the time. I was a hot mess. And every day now I wake up with gratitude, with peace, with balance, with stillness inside of me. And I just can't wait. And this is why I do what I do. Come here and shine my light, because I know how many people are struggling with that. I call it the real world because I'm here living in the jungle, but I see it every time I go back to Canada or the US. Is just so many individuals who are depressed, stressed, angry. And there's no need to live that way at all. So reflection questions for you all. Where might I be holding back because success feels unfamiliar? And what would change if I allowed things to feel easier? What would change? Maybe more sleep. Maybe you'll feel happier. Right? So I'm just going to read some of the comments. Those that are watching, thank you, appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media. I'm just here to share my light, share my story, and I hope at the end of the day, it impacts at least one person every single day. That's it. That's all. But my clients are live. Appreciate you. And some of their wins. My win is that I am improving my nutrition. Let's go, Debbie. I am here. And wow, you're hitting on the nail with how I'm feeling. Debbie, I got you. You know, we're connected. I'm connected with all my clients in some weird shape or form. I just know it. And I haven't been live in over a week because I've been sick. So I feel like I needed to shine my light today. Christine Crane, with every pound I lost a friend as well. Wow. And listen, that's not such a bad thing. Your life will become a lot more peaceful. I have, I think, 2 really good friends. And I think one of them is my dog. So one. But at the end of the day, I'm so happy. I'm so content. You'll see your life changing because you start protecting your energy. You start doing things that make you feel good. You're no longer attached to food because you're sad or you're angry or you're depressed or you're reaching for alcohol. Your life will truly, truly change. But the first thing you got to do is releasing those past trauma, self-limiting beliefs. And it takes time. This whole year, I've been working on that. Today I release another thing. Let me share actually my little story today. But before I share my story, this is a little bonus story I'm going to share. Is that we have a retreat March 1st to 5th. Please, if you want to join, I am deducting $1,000 up until December 31st. So if you're interested in coming to Level Up and Shine retreat, this is going to be the 5th one where you truly release what's you're going to release past trauma and truly step into your power so you can lose the weight, shine, and be happy. Last thing, free 4-day challenge happening after Christmas. So if you're interested, send me a message with the word Christmas. And once I have everything set up, which I haven't done yet, this is what I do. I just, in the moment, I'm like, yeah, free challenge, let's go. Because I want to help you all after the Christmas for a little reset. So I will send you the form, only 10. I'm only going to pick 10 of you. Now, my little story. So there is these 2 dogs that has my heart here in Tulum, Mexico. There's dogs everywhere. I see dogs everywhere. But for some reason, these 2 dogs, they're puppies, and I've seen them grown up, and they're always chasing the bike when we go to the gym. And we've been getting really close with them, and they've been coming now to my apartment here, and I've been feeding them in the morning, and I'm really close and attached to them. And it's a brother and a sister. And today I started getting emotional. I'm like, why am I so attached to these dogs? Like, there's dogs everywhere here, but for some reason, these 2 have my heart. And I was in the kitchen just now before my coaching call with my client, and I just started getting emotional. And I'm like, wow, this is why I'm getting sad over this. It's because I see myself and my brother in these dogs. I feel I'm going to get emotional. These dogs remind me of what I wish I had for the relationship with my brother. I don't speak to my brother, and he's never been a brother to me. Growing up, we're never close. And seeing them, it's like the brother and the sister. He's always has her back. She reminds me of me, like this little, like fun little girl there, and he's there protecting her. And it's like, wow, this is just showing me. I know this might sound silly to some of you, but these are the moments where I'm like, it's time for me to release from that and accept where I am, accept my relationship with my brother. And how beautiful is it that I'm able to see the love that these 2 dogs have for each other as brother and sister. So yeah, and he's like, well, I guess, because I called her Bella because she's so beautiful. And I named for him, and then we named them now like Charlotte and my brother's name, which is hilarious. But yeah, you'll start when you're in this journey of self-growth. Like I'm bringing this story up because I had to release from that. It's past trauma that I needed to release, and these dogs are coming into my alignment for that reason. And this whole year, I've just been releasing so much, a lot of crying, a lot of tears. But I feel so light. I feel so at peace. I feel gratitude every single day. and I'm able to control my emotions. I no longer binge eat. I'm no longer an emotional eater. I know what's best for me. And oh, it's priceless. It's priceless. And that's why I get so passionate about this, because all of you can get there. You could truly get there, but you have to do the internal work. And that's the toughest part. It's not fun. Who the heck wants to cry for a year? But I'm grateful I did it. I feel great. And I'm excited to have you at the retreat, ladies, in Tulum, Mexico. So make sure that you let me know if you're interested for the retreat. Shoot me a message with the word retreat. Only 6 tickets are being sold. Clients first. Obviously, my ladies, they already know. I let them know yesterday. That's it. That's all. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me. And as I always say, peace, love, and don't forget your protein. Let's freaking